Hey guys, I've got River with me here today, and River is one of the parrots that Parrot Bliss or I have rescued. One of the parrots that has been surrendered to us, that's the word that gets used, but I would say that someone has had circumstances in which they could no longer care for their animal, their bird, and they have asked me if I would take them. Guys, I'm Kaylin, the author of The Parrot Bliss Bond, Get to Know African Grey and Cape Parrots, just to name two out of several books. One of my favorites is 30 Perfect Apartment Parrots, so you can find the right parrot for you no matter where you live and no matter whether you want a little bit of a louder parrot or not. Okay, but today I wanted to talk to you about the rescues. We've also rescued Budgies, and I'm going to differentiate. Sometimes the rescue means that, like I said, someone has asked me if I could take their bird. And then there are times when I've gone to a rescue and I have chosen the bird. So sometimes the bird chooses me and sometimes I choose the bird. So I love doing this. I love rescuing birds because, for one thing, if they need a home and I can help out, I love that. Whether I can take the bird or whether I can help them rehome it. Or I have friends who are breeders and I do a little bit of breeding. Sometimes it's really nice to still be able to find a home for those birds. For me, I don't exactly believe in adopt, don't shop. I believe in do the right thing for you. And I am a strong proponent for adopt. I love adopting. A lot of my birds, we did not get as babies. A lot of our birds now have been abandoned by River. A lot of our birds have come to us as adults. So I'm a strong believer of that too. Don't get me wrong. But what's so important for me is that the right person gets the right bird, because when you have a match made in heaven, there's like no way that I would part with my birds unless I had to screaming and kicking. And that's how I want you to feel. I want you to be in love with your bird, and I want you to be like, this is like my best friend and not leaving my side. Now, if there's a situation where that's not the case and it's more like we're supposed to be best friends and we don't get along, the bird bites me, I don't like the bird, we're both unhappy. That's a situation in which, unless you can really turn it around, it may be a situation where it's a bad match. Sometimes I'm sure that matchmakers put couples together that weren't necessarily the right match. A lot of the times it worked, but I'm sure there is exceptions. Or there are times when you go out and you get to choose the bird and it's the right bird and it's a perfect match. You never know. But that's what it's all about, that perfect match. Who have we rescued? And what's one of the things I really want to tell you about in this video? We have had Emerald, our Hann's Macaw, come to us, River, who has now abandoned me, and Willow, her sister, both Green-cheeked Conures. We have had, I'm trying to remember, the Chevron Parakeet. I love those little things, those little green things. I named him Elon, and unfortunately, when I took Elon to the vet, she said he had a congenital liver issue, and she was like, there's really nothing we can do. And the good thing is Elon got to kind of have a nice end with love and space, and he did pass away. Unfortunately, so did Emerald, which broke my heart. But we've also had Budgies come to us. We've had several Budgies come to us. And I have to tell you, I love Budgies. And one of the Budgies that came to us actually just passed away. And I'm debating, I'm like, part of me is kind of interested. A lot of people get Budgies as what they call a disposable pet. And what is meant by that, which I don't agree with, of course, is it's like this inexpensive pet that you can get for fun in the moment. Hi, River, did you come back to me? Hello, sweetie, did you come back? Mwah. But then, when the person's bored and the Budgie doesn't do what they want them to do, I don't even know what they do. And so I was like, is there a Budgie rescue? Can I rescue someone's Budgie? I'm actually also expecting a big conure, hopefully, either this month or next month, that is going to be a rescue. I'm excited about that. But part of me wants to rescue another Budgie. I loved our little girl. Her name was Creamsicle. She's so pretty, and she had been in a situation where the kids were like, the bird's not doing what we want, and I think they were a little mean to her. And so I was so happy to give her a place where she had a boyfriend. They tried laying eggs, it didn't work, but She had a boyfriend and she had a happy life, and that means everything to me. So make sure that you do lots of research. You get the right bird for you so that you've got that Parrot Bliss match that's just heavenly, and you're in love with your bird's in love with you, River. And when there are unforeseen circumstances and you can't help it and you have to rehome your bird, there are people like me, or there are some fantastic rescues and some exotic bird stores that'll take your parrot. So make sure to check that out. I'm going to put a resource in the link below to The Aviary, a store in Miami. You would have to get your bird there, but they do a really good job of rehoming birds when they take on a bird. The owner, I know her, she's really fantastic. She wants to find the birds a good home. And sometimes she goes above and beyond. I'm kind of surprised and very pleased. Because of course, that's what we want to see. People taking really good care of their birds. Or if you want to take your bird to a rescue, I recommend the Bird Garden of Naples. I don't know if you have to take your bird there or if they'll pick up. You'd have to find out, contact them. They're fantastic too. But whatever you do, whether you get a baby or whether you adopt and don't shop, make sure that you're getting the right bird for you, because having a best feathered friend is everything. Having a bird that you and the bird don't really click with, not so good. So I hope you have a blissful bond with your parrot. I'd love to hear about it, so make sure to comment down below. If you enjoyed this, please give River and I one of these. And if you want to see some of my books and stuff like that, keep watching.